please prepare your paper for Cornell Notes. Today's lesson is going to be over the 8 parts of speech. But before we take a look at this particular lesson, I want to talk a little bit about why it is important to know the 8 parts of speech. There are 4 reasons to have a good grasp on the parts of speech. The first reason is the importance of knowing academic language. So if your teacher, me or another teacher that you have, says to you, I like your writing, but you should use more adjectives in your writing, and you don't know what an adjective is, then you won't know how to improve the writing. So that's the first reason to know the parts of speech, so that you and I can communicate with each other about how to get better at being a student. The second reason to know your parts of speech is because this will help you become a better reader. Often a reader, me included, will come across words they don't know. If you can figure out the part of speech it is, you can then figure out the definition, or it will at least give you a clue to its meaning. The third reason to know your parts of speech is because it will make you a better writer. Finally, if you know your parts of speech and the rules that go with them, then you will become a better speaker. Most jobs require someone who is well-spoken, so this will come in handy throughout your entire life. There are 8 parts of speech. They are nouns, adjectives, adverbs, verbs, pronouns, interjections, prepositions, and conjunctions. Let's talk about nouns first. A noun is a person, place, item, or concept. When I talk about concepts, I am talking about love, justice, hate, peace, as well as other concepts. There are 3 types of nouns. They are possessive, proper, and common. Possessive noun shows ownership and uses an apostrophe. The next type of noun is called a proper noun. Proper nouns are names like Mrs. Arvola, Denver, and Heath Middle School. They are always capitalized. The last type of noun is common nouns. These are more general. For example, teacher, city, and school. Common nouns are never capitalized unless they start the sentence. Adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. You might have heard of them as describing words. They could be colors like yellow, orange, or white. They could be words that describe a mood like happy, sad, excited, or angry. Numbers are sometimes adjectives if they describe a noun. For example, I have 4 brothers. Adjectives answer the questions, which one, how many, and what kind. There are special adjectives called articles. There are only 3 articles. They are a, and the. A proper adjective is capitalized, just like proper nouns. An example would be the Japanese or the Canadian flag. I've talked about 2 parts of speech so far, nouns and adjectives. The next part of speech I want to talk about is verbs. There are 3 types of verbs. Action verbs show action, just like its name suggests. In the sentence, she broke the dish, broke is the action verb. The next type of verb is linking verbs. Memorization is going to come in handy here. They include words like is, be, am, are, was, were, been, and being. There are some other ones as well. The third type of verb is helping verbs. Helping verbs will be discussed later. Adverbs modify or describe verbs. In the sentence, the dog was walking slowly, the word slowly is the adverb. It tells how the dog was walking or modifies the verb walking. Adverbs answer the question how, when, where, and to what extent. Adverbs often end with ly. but not always. Nouns take the place of a noun. For example, Mrs. Arvola is a great teacher. She is fun and exciting. The word she is the pronoun that replaced the noun, the proper noun, Mrs. Arvola. Interjections express emotion. They are set off from the rest of the sentence. They are one-word sentences. Kind of weird, huh? They are punctuated either with an exclamation point or a period. Prepositions are words that show relationships between two other words. Prepositions show a spatial, temporal, or directional meaning. These include the words across, after, against, around, at, before, below, between, by, during, except, for, of, off, on, over, as well as other directional words. Conjunctions join words, phrases, and clauses. They are going to be important when we begin doing compound and complex sentences. This concludes my portion of the lesson on the parts of speech. Continue on and watch the other two clips, taking notes as you go. See ya.